So live one time, man. I'm here to let you know, Amber Guyger that killed Botham Jean. She's about as guilty as it gets. Now, what's really been getting me is how this woman, she stayed on the 3rd floor and he stayed on the 4th floor, and she didn't know what the number was. And then you got the prosecutor that's taking her side, putting videos on YouTube talking about, I believe I can beat Amber Guyger's case, which that's some bullshit, talking about if a cop comes home, they got a right to protect themselves. She's as guilty as sin. And what's really getting me these days, man, I came to a conclusion 2019. Police, they don't carry guns to protect us. They're carrying guns to protect themselves and kill innocent bystanders in the United States of America, where we live, okay? There's not one incident you can ever look at that's ever been recorded on TV where a police officer has pulled a gun and saved someone's life or protected them at all. Every time they pull a gun, it's them, killing somebody. I've never had a cop pull a gun and save me. I've had them pull guns on me, like walking down the street and say I look like somebody that robbed the house or something like that. It's all statistics. It's the same thing they use over and over. But for Amber Guyger, she's pretty much guilty as sin, man. And I believe that she's going to walk, and she shouldn't walk. But statistics is a peckerwood will do what a peckerwood got to do to protect a peckerwood. And I mean, when I say that, I'm talking about police and white police. I'm Indian, Irish, Dutch, black, and Italian. So I could really care less about the police and Donald Trump and shit that he got to say don't mean nothing to me. Because a lot of people out here talking don't talk about a motherfucking thing. You can protest, you can do what you want to do. And she can walk out that courthouse and be, say that she's innocent as can be when she's not. But at the end of that trial, that bitch is still guilty. And it shouldn't be something that takes years. They should already have it ready to go in 2 or 3 weeks. There's no evidence. They're out here trying to build a case. There's nothing that they can add to this case. She killed that man. She knocked on the door and got that man to open his door. He didn't know who it was. You got witnesses that heard her out there screaming on the fucking balcony. Okay? And detectives never even got statements from witnesses, So you got to believe this, that cops are always going to get away with what the fuck they want to get away with. And if you shoot back at them, then you're going to still be charged with something. I believe all Americans and anybody who has a concealed to carry, if you believe that your life's in danger, I believe you should have a right to kill a motherfucking cop on the spot if they approach you and you feel like they're going to shoot you. That's what I believe. I don't have a license to carry. But Amber Guyger, she guilty than a motherfucker, man. And if it was up to me, just how I feel about it, if it was up to me, I cut that bitch up and stick her in my barbecue sandwich and eat her fucking eyeballs, her fingers, burn that bitch, torch that bitch, then feed her bones to my pit bulls with barbecue sauce all over them. I fry her titties in a fucking skillet pan. If I had it my way and she did something like that to someone that I love, well, God would just have to sit that down. He had to sit it out, and we gonna have to talk about it. And if he want to send me to hell, I wouldn't give a fuck. Because cops need to be punished. They're never going to be punished. We could talk about it today, 30 years from now. When your kids grow up, they're going to still be pulling fucking bullets in their head and fucking killing them. And that's the facts.